morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. It's been a long time. So let's looking at what did we have as the first on the Bitcoin. What did I'm looking at? I'm looking at that we are reproducing the pattern same as January to March. Okay, as you can see, we did have this drop here, then we have this rebound, and we made this uptrends. Then a little bit later after that, we have once again this retracement, and we have at this current 4 to 8 March, we did have the government that did sold their Bitcoin. Okay, then the price directly dropped to this Friday low on on March. Okay, at 19,600, 300, depending the chart that you are using. Okay, so when I'm looking at the first, if I'm taking out this one, you are able to see that the price at the first pattern did retested, okay, this VWAP. And then we have this second pattern that we started to make from 10 March, okay? We have this rebound, and then we are now on this second pattern, okay? What I'm looking at about this pattern is that we could make a Chinese Ching Chong. What is this? Chinese Ching Chong. After the Chong, it's little bit faking out and down, okay? So currently, you did enable that to see for the past month that what did we have on this smaller time frame, okay, has been a Chinese Ching Chong. Boom, price retraced, and we then started to make a large pattern, okay? And these patterns are generally created in 3 floors, okay? So what does mean in 3 floors? In 3 floors, that means, I don't know, we have one floor, 2 floors that we could have this possible retracement here, okay? But we'll talk a little bit about this, but as we will go a little bit higher first, and then retracing during the end, near the end of May, okay, we'll have a sell-off, we'll have a big retracement, or are we going to lose the VWAP, the Encore VWAP, and then have this retracement and making this third pattern, okay? So that's currently what I'm looking at, and just, you know, it's taking a lot of time to build this pattern. So the market is taking time, and while it's taking time, you have people that are serving as liquidity, between a range, okay, from this range macro, from this high, and from this low, okay. That's currently where the price are ranging, okay. So as the extension higher, we have this 33,000, 36,000, 38,000, and it's what I'm looking at, okay? And this is what important is coming next, and what I will explain it right, okay? So for me, one of the biggest point right now that will give me the way to continue to trade this month is, are we holding this VWAP and this Encore VWAP, yes or no? Because if we are losing it, as you can see, as previous pattern, as an example, when we did lose it, we did have a large retrace, okay? I didn't know, of course, that we have the government that it sold their Bitcoin, but if we are looking in terms of retracement, okay, we retraced 61% of this pattern. So let's say that if we are going to do the same again, if we are losing this VWAP, what we will be able to reach, okay, which level are we going to be able to see? So we have the 15% on this 20,000 and 20,200, okay, but just between the 20,000 and the 23,000, we have this Encore VWAP, okay, and this Encore VWAP is at 24,800, okay. But let's say that if we did have a little bit more sell pressure, okay, the price could then possibly continue to drop from here, making some short, and then taking this VWAP, that to give us confirmation as another and last for third pattern, for the third floor, okay, that I say could possibly doing some things like that, okay, and then come back retesting all of this area later. So that's for me, that's a big point, that looking at this area are very, very important, because this will give us the next on your swing, how we are breaking this and swing to the 25,000 and to the 23,000, or are we holding and then having a Niger retest, okay, from this height and then having equal height, and by this having a rejection or having acceptance will be mean we will go higher, 32, 33,000, and we'll see that. Okay, so that is very important for me that to match this. Okay, so when I did look at Ethereum, that's a little bit the same. Okay, that's a little bit the same. When you are looking at this, you have one pattern and then you have the second pattern. Okay, and as the lowest level of retracement, we have 61% and 66%. Okay, that could come with this encoded VWAP or this VWAP. So as a price, let's say if come that retrace same as Bitcoin, okay, it's never same as Bitcoin. Generally, when Bitcoin hits 61%, we did have Ethereum that hit 50-55%, okay, because a lot of people place their bids in hope that it will be the same retracement percent that Bitcoin, and you know, I do think that exchange are not so bad, okay. So we have this 50% and we have this and we have this 61%, okay. No, a lot of people will ask, but how are we know that we will continue to build this pattern? Okay, as long as you hold the 88%, as long as you are holding 88% on this pattern and on Bitcoin, it's the same, the 88%, because I have a proper rules for this that I have backtested for so long, okay? As long as you are holding this 88%, then you have chance that to see the price rising higher, okay, and making this third floor, this third pattern in 2023, okay? I'm not talking about that we are running to a new all-time high, okay? But what I did know, we are going to sell end of May, we will buy in June, July, we will buy and long again, and we will exit again in September, October, October, November, around this period, you know. And what I also know is that in 2024, in 12 months, in 11 months and 2 weeks to 15 months, we are running. We are running. Did are we running to $60,000 Bitcoin or to $80,000 Bitcoin? But will be in a late quarter in 2024 will be the run. And the first 1 to 3 wave. Then we will correct and we will start again in 2025, 2026. So that's very important right now that to not and that to avoid, that to lose money and that to only trade safely with a proper risk management, that to make money, that to have free money, that to buy these coins with, that to have money that to enjoy the end of the years and everything that could possibly come into. Example as Black Swan, a lot of banks are going to get crushed this year. When people are saying we have 700 bank in America, that's a lot of bullshit. We have around 1,800, 2,300 bank that will crash in the coming months, if it's not in the coming weeks. So yeah, that's been the thought, the thought of the Fed that do not want to rise the rates in 2022. That to be so soft and that no everyone are paying the price. That's just a recession that has been here and that you are now facing the consequence. Of course that everything can and could be much more dramatic, chaotic than it is right now. But you have people, remember, that still investing. And same as you that are trading and investing right now, you are doing it in the smart way. You are buying at the stairs and selling at the stairs. And you can hold 30% of the remaining that you decade. The daily, okay? But do not attempt to make a risk. DXY. What did we have at the DXY? DXY simply is playing between high and low, okay? We have from this Wednesday, March, to this April 13, okay? We have two pivot from the high, pivot from the low, okay? And still, it's currently playing with the market during April and May. And as you can see, you could be able to see slowly the DXY trading, okay, targeting this level of retracement, okay? And this could possibly happen before that we see a little bit retest once again, going back a little bit below, okay, from eventually 99.5. These are one of the charts that I'm looking at and that I'm thinking about. No, when I'm looking at a space, what did I have in a space? In a space, you are currently able to see from Monday high, Monday low. Okay? If we are focusing on this right now, you are able to see that we could be able to see this retracement to this 4092, to this 4042. Okay? Is it chaotic and dramatic? Not yet. Not yet, as long as we still above 3,900. Okay? But this doesn't mean that you cannot see rebound, slowly decline of the price, making this retracement. Okay? So as long we are still holding this area, then you are also able to see on this 4 hours time frame that we are making this wedge. Okay? So, we have a wedge and we have also a triangle. If I'm looking at this, we have also a triangle, okay? That tries to break above, okay? But if we are looking also in terms of a wedge, then we have this, okay? So when you are looking at this, in terms, as we know, the market is generally never doing something straight, and then it's giving a lot of difficulty for people that to trade it, okay? So just let's looking at it, okay? We have a point of entry, retest, higher, back, testing bottom of this wedge, and then we are ascending, but we also have this triangle, okay? We are breaking above this triangle, but no, that could be a big trap for the market, okay, for participant investors and traders, that to see if the price is going to retrace before having this headquarter high here, okay? And that could possibly one of the choice, or as simply retesting, breaking, and taking it directly, okay? So we have a lot of things that are happening right now. We have, with this uncertainty in the economy from a banking system, because of the government, we have this uncertainty. And we are also seeing some big players, big institutions that are buying at some stairs and that are also going on the stock and making some big short. But what we have been able to see is that if you are looking at the 3 months or monthly, okay, time frame, is that you are just simply keeping into a range. Okay, look at this. Look at this. From 2021 to 2023 right now, you have extension here, extension low. And you have the price that's still developing inside of this range. And this range between 4,200 to 3,800. Okay? So that's technically very how I can say that's technically easy that to trade, easy that to come in, that to invest, but you have that to keep your eyes in the macro range on a large time frame and on a smaller time frame. As to being able to entry, exit, and have a large view of how the market is, what the market is going with the economy. But what we have been able to see is that the market has still hold. Look like the market has been in the recession since that we have this 10 years inverted yield, okay, in 2021. And that continues that to have a second invert in 2022, February, March, okay? And then we also right now have the market that are holding into the range. And this range are making money. Because if you are selling and buying and selling and buying and selling and buying, and see that you have a breakout from the stock market, but also from the crypto, then that's just very simply and easy to trade. Okay? So you have SPX right now at 4,127 that it close. What did we will have on this market open for the New York session? What did we will have? Currently, we will open just a little bit higher, 4,150 right now trending. Okay, as the market close, you are able to see, if you didn't remember, an open higher, an open close because of US 500 that follow with SPX. Okay, So let's back on this. What did I'm looking at here? What did we have? 742, 8,000, 360, 35,000. The market for now on, if we are looking, okay, we are holding the VWAP. But these are not only the VWAP. If you do want to know what is this, sorry, if you do want to know what is this, okay, I just made the EMA, the ribbon. But I put the 400, 500, 600, and 700, okay? So just I keep it very, very simply, depending on the time frame, and looking at the ribbon, if it's did have confluence with my VWAP, okay? The non-correct VWAP does not mean, okay, if you are looking, it doesn't mean that you will coming to the bottom of the VWAP or to the high, to the top of this VWAP, okay? But it's just that whole the price is developing and making a market structures that you will be able to see if you are going to buy or sell, if you are going to sell, if you are going to short, or if you are going to long. Okay? So a little bit looking at the order flow when we are looking at when I'm looking at Bitcoin. Okay, when I'm looking at Bitcoin, what I'm being able to see is that you see when I did market this 26,800 and 26,500, okay. It not being for notice, okay? So what are you able to see? It's that here you have a stacked imbalance, okay? We have 3 rows here, okay? I'm looking on the I'm looking on the sorry on the I'm looking on perpetual futures, okay? So what I'm able to see is we have aggressive long position that it came in, that did stop the price, that absorbed the short position, avoid the price that put them lower, okay? So now when I'm looking at the market structures on the TPO, okay, I have from this open, we did research, okay, much more exchange, okay, we did research here, much more exchange. And at the opposite, below, we have no exchange, okay. So we did have a reversal from 26,700, I am agree with, but still this low that made reversal doesn't have a lot of time that to make a development and that to prove that is being strong. Of course that we did receive absorption from this low and that squeezed a short position, okay? So we have the open at the height and price tempered, and we have currently for me 0 development on this low, okay? This low made a reversal, but that's not a strong low for me. Is it possible that we are going to retest this low, okay? And if we are retesting this low, then what we could looking at after that? Just simply, if we are retesting once again this low, we are looking at if we hold it and making a development, or if we doesn't, we will simply break, and then we have chance that to retest on a weekly session, okay, 26,500, that's a monthly, sorry, but on the weekly 26,500 and 20,200, 20,500. That's very possible, okay, that to retest. But as long, as if the price is holding this low and just simply making from here an equal low, and that we could say we have a double local bottom and price is attempting that to reverse and retesting, okay, previous monthly VPOC, okay, we have 30,200, but at before it we have these developing months, okay, with a prior area high at 29,200. All of these are your key level. Of course that we have much more key level when we are looking at the weekly and the session and the daily, but we will try that also for May, okay, we have this that we are looking on the daily, on the session, and we have weekly that we could look at these market structures on the TPO, okay, time price opportunity on monthly and weekly, okay, sorry. So yeah, you know, level that we are looking at right now is this 20,600, and we have this value area low on these developing months at 27,000 and 27,800. Okay. No, in a short term, what deal are you looking at? You are able to see. Look at, we have this development here. Okay, we have this development here. Okay, look at this high, how it's been simply indicating you with this volume that we receive. After that, okay, we try to level that to break above. We doesn't have this acceptance above, and we started to see a long position that did decline and short position strongest. Okay, but what we are able to see is that we resell from here. Look at this. Okay, we have absorption on this 26,800. We have 6 million, 30 million price slowly increasing and coming back. Boom, we are above the value area height here, and then a little bit retest at the opening. And look at this. We did directly seen 2 million, 9 million, 9 million, 12 million, 14 million. Okay, aggressive stacked imbalance. Okay, from back pushing the side. From 23, 38, 4 million, value area high, 27,000, limited, bam, breakdown, we are up, and 38 million, 29 million, 33, but look at this volume, okay, look at the loss of this momentum, as the volume did dry, look at this, from 2 billion, 3 billion absorption, boom, doesn't have acceptance from this previous value area high, okay, does not have acceptance at the above, and wow, price is simply back to the value to this value area low, okay, 20,000 300. Okay, and just as long as we are on right now, okay, we could we could see fake out to the above, and we could see fake out to the below, okay, targeting level and trying to make a development, okay, but as the first, if you are looking at this, we have a ledge. So you have a range. These are the range, okay? And then you will have a ledge from height and low, height and low, height and low. If need to fake out, it will then break down, okay? And then we are looking at how the price will react. But if we are breaking of acceptance to this, then we will from here, height and low, height and low, height and low, height and low, with a development. As the goals would like, that we did making retracement, okay, tac, boom, up, coming from here, tac, and then we are looking, are we putting more position into the long, or are we going back, retesting this value area low, and if we doesn't have a great reaction, then swing for lower, okay, as a simply of this, okay, so what could I say before is just when you are looking at your volume, okay, when you are looking at the volume, you are able to see this at 2 billion, 3 billion, 1 billion, and then dry, okay? The volume did that, okay? But so, let's looking at Delta, what we have been able to see on Delta. Looking with this strong volume, okay? Look at the Delta. We have been from this negative, we started to have a reaction, okay? From negative 42 million to 396 million positive and 210 million. But that's the following between volume and between the Delta that we did lose momentum. We are losing momentum, yes or no? Okay, as the price is developing, but what I mean by price is developing, you could have a breakout, okay, bam, to the upside. As you can see, breakdown, bam, to the downside. Okay, you can see both, and this is what means that the price is developing. And is it on us that to see absorption, okay, of the low from long and from buyer, or if we are losing it and price goes lower, same as the above, if we have absorption acceptance, or if we have rejection and then we have this short and buyers that are making once again the price. Okay, that's on you that to really have a look at that, to be very careful about this. But what I'm being able to see is that we try to have momentum as long as we also holding this view up. Okay, so these are very important, and this is why this level, as I say, will give us, if we are making the next retracement and swing back to the high, okay, where we will look at on this level, if we swing up, if we swing back to the low, okay? But as long as we are filing this height, generally between 3 to 5 times, and it's already 1, and it could be 2, but 3 to 5 times we can break above or have the rejection necessary that to then break stronger to the downside, and taking also this retracing, okay? If we doesn't have this, and if we finally, same as this replica, with finally up here, or directly from here, okay, back, we are taking, then we will looking at swing back, retesting high, we are taking long, we are taking back short, as the same as here. Okay, as the same as here. That's very simply, and just keep your eyes on your Excel chart because they will telling you if we are going that to breaking out or breaking down, and that's just very simply as this, as the long and as the short position need to be taken. Okay, so as of now, I still have a short position, and I still have also took long position at this flow very briefly because of an alert. Doesn't have really time that to looking at the other flow, but yeah, you know, looking like that we have the 3 minute 15 candle, and that we did being able to see absorption. And just looking at this, it's you are able to see this absorption. Okay, I'm looking at this volume, but look. Look at your activity. Okay, if you want that to have some things real, you want that the colors are much more stronger than this. Okay, as an example, I'm on positive for the CVG with a strong blue, same as that. Okay, but still, that's just like a blue light, blue clear, you know, white. We need that to see much more strength into it. And when we are looking at quality between sell trades and buy trades. Look at this, okay, 1919, 10, 12, That's not a big majority in change, okay? So you are currently shopping between the range from high and low, and you just have to be careful about this, okay? So this has been a brief talk and short before that to enter this, before that you enter the next session, okay? And if we are looking at for the next session, how you are going that to taking long position or short position, who are you going and what are you going to looking at, okay? So firstly, you have resistance that are marking a supply, okay, value area high. You have this value area low that are marking your current demand area, okay? As if you are price is losing momentum, you are retesting this low, and then we'll try to making development. If we have a strong breakdown, then you are looking at the next key, okay? And from the next key, if we have a change into the volume, a change on the CVD, okay, and from the delta, then that you are able to see that we start to have aggressive buyers and long position that entering the market. And then you are able to see price starting to making this, okay, that's long position for you, okay? As long as they are absorbing the price, if they are not absorbing, stay and remain short because you are going to see your long naked, okay? And this is working the same as if you are breaking above this area, okay? You want that to see price making a reclaim, okay? Making a reclaim, retesting here, a little bit development, 3 candle in 50 minutes and 3 candle in 30 minutes. In the range after attempting this previous very low and previous very high, and if the price is really making validation, it will start to make consolidation inside, okay, and try to develop for breaking above. But if we have long and buyers that finally from here and here price break above and develop, okay, that doesn't have enough strength so that we have much more sellers and short position, you will be able to see zero acceptance to break above this high, but you will be able to see price will swing back, retesting the key level at the below, okay? So that's just easy from your short and long position today. See you all later.